You can tell that it's something special from any angle.
The suspension on this truck is phenomenal.
We're designers, we like to go extreme.
We've added 6-point harnesses.
We really wanted to take it to the next level and see what else we could do to really drive the market with off-road leadership and really push the edge of the envelope. Everybody that touches a truck on a daily basis had a hand in this new TRX concept.
We really challenged ourselves as well as engineering to get a 37-inch tire on this truck. We've got a 3-inch wider track per side, and then we've got a 14-inch wide tire as well. So the bodywork's obviously got to get out to cover that. We've got to accommodate for massive amounts of jounce in the wheel wells, with the tires turned, with them, going straight. You can't be touching anything. So that is always the hardest part. There's a lot of stuff that lives in that environment down there. And we've got an 18-inch bead lock on this truck, a rarity in the industry because most of them are 17-inch. As you can see in the theme of this truck, the TRX, there are a lot of Rebel aesthetic cues. While we were designing the Rebel, I can honestly say that in the back of a lot of our minds, we're designers, we like to go extreme. This truck was sort of lurking back there, hence the sort of hairy-chested appearance of the front end. Obviously, there are requirements for the 6.2-liter supercharged motor that we have in there that drives some of the functionality requirements on the hood. So you'll see a couple extra scoops and vents on the hood, both for heat extraction and so that this motor can breathe.
So in order to make a vehicle go off-road at high speed, you really need more suspension travel. So we increased the suspension to over 13 inches of travel. And we didn't just center it, the ride height, about the middle of the travel. We provided more rebound travel, meaning more compression travel. And that's not only good for jumping, it also helps when you get those high-speed kickers going across the rough terrain. Because if you don't have the suspension travel, you can have a really bad day. The Ram exclusive 5-link rear suspension is very similar to what you see in off-road racing trucks. It also has an increased track of more than 6 inches. And that allows you to have greater stability as you're going across uneven terrain and trying to go around a turn faster than should be physically possible. In order to go off-road at high speed, you really need to have good shock absorbers. So we rethought the current package and The Rebel TRX concept is equipped with bypass shocks, which allow the shock absorber to adapt to very severe terrain. The power plant for the Rebel TRX concept is a V8 HEMI with 575 horsepower. And that power flows through an upgraded drivetrain with an 8-speed transmission and a rear axle with a selectable locker that's upgraded for the high torque loads that you're going to see off-road.
One of the biggest things from an interior standpoint when you talk performance off-road is really the seats. You really want something that's going to hug you, grip you when you're getting thrashed around. We improved the bolstering on the upper portion of the seat, so we really made it kind of squeeze your upper shoulders. And then the second thing, which was use of our Alcantara suede on the interior, on the seats. Right where the electronic shifter was on the rest of our Ram trucks, we've actually gone in there and added a terrain selector. Very much specific to what this truck is about. So it's actually got a little graphic of the truck and kind of shows it in each of the scenarios. We have a normal mode, sort of a wet snow kind of mode, an off-road mode, and then a mode we call Baja for really the going out there and having fun mode.
And then of course there's the sound. You know, this is something that nobody else can match, and that when you hear the new Rebel TRX concept, you'll remember it forever.